Over the last 2 years or so, I have talked a lot about this thing right here, the Leatherman ratchet driver. It's got to be one of my favorite things that I've found since I started the channel. It's way up there, top 5. Freaking love it because it turns just a regular EDC screwdriver or your Leatherman into something that is way more usable. However, it's not available on Amazon. It's not available at REI. It's not available on Leatherman's website, and it's been that way for 6 months plus, maybe a year. It's been out of stock for a long time, which brings me to this. So this is the 711L EDC Ratchet Wrench, and I guess technically it is a wrench because it will turn a 1/4 inch bolt head, but it's a bit driver. So you can just stick a 1/4 inch bit in there and you have a very tiny ratchet. Very nice, right? However, what makes this so nice is that the shank on this one, there's 2 versions. The shank on this one fits into the Leatherman bit holder, and then you have a 90-degree or right angle ratchet wrench bit driver. This thing is so sick. The limiting factor here is that, you know, it's right angle, which is not my favorite because this is often how I end up using a screwdriver. But if you're looking for something that works with a Leatherman and can ratchet, this is your option right now. This is not available, and it's much smaller. It's really small, but it can be used standalone. It can be used on its own if you want to use it that way. I was just browsing Amazon, I found this, and I thought I would share it with you guys. So rather than just telling you about this thing, I figured I might as well also use it to fix my new knife. I want to swap out that pocket clip. I didn't mention this before. It is a reverse gear. It says on the back, reverse gear, 60 teeth, 1/4 inch bit, so you can flip this little thing just like a normal ratchet to go from loosening to tightening, or vice versa. That's one of the things I don't love about a ratchet, is that once that screw's loose enough, you can't ratchet. Definitely feels more secure that way. But it works by itself. Gotta hold the bit so it doesn't run back. I will say that's one thing that immediately I notice is better with the ratchet drivers. You have a reverse gear, a forward gear, and then a neutral. So when you're in the situation where it's not actually turning the screw because it's so loose, you can still just use it as a normal screwdriver. So do I like this better than the Leatherman ratchet driver? Not really, only because this does have that neutral gear and you can take it out and still use it as just a standard extension. Whereas this one is only going to ratchet. You don't have like a neutral on it, so it'll just lock into place. Also, I typically prefer just a straight shank instead of a right angle, but they have their uses, different use cases. But I think this is a really, really good alternative to something that's just not available right now. So once again, that's the 711L EDC Ratchet Wrench, which is a really great alternative to the Leatherman ratchet driver, which just hasn't been available for a long time now, and nobody knows when they're coming back. There's just no official word on it. There is also a version of this that does not have this Leatherman shank. It's actually a bit holder in this end. So you have a ratchet on one side and then a straight screwdriver, a bit holder on the other end. They're a little bit cheaper. That one's $28. This one is $32. They also sell it with a bit kit, and I think that's $38. I just found this browsing Amazon. I think it's a really cool option. I wish I knew that there was another one when I found this one. Didn't think to look for more, but that's really cool. If you thought this was cool and want to see more like this, just little quick tools that I find like this that are very helpful and fill that need that other people are really struggling to fill, let me know in the comments down below. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, carry on.